So I figured that after literally 2 days ago doing the the prologue story of Fire Emblem Blazing Blade, that I might take a little bit of a break from Engage just in general, because we have a lot of games going on around here. There's evidently a lot of stuff happening. And I was like, yeah, let's take a little bit of a breather, focus on some other projects. I have, lots of content of Engage queued up. There's no rush here. And then the DLC continues to go out super fast. Oh, that is the voice of Totally Hector there that we're going to play Hector hard mode of later sometime when we're done with Engage. So I was like, yeah, let's do Blazing Sword and then we're Blazing Blade or whatever the heck prologue, and then I'll take a little bit of a break from Engage to focus on some other things and then come back to Engage. But now it's been announced that tomorrow, so today's currently March 6th at the time of streaming this, tomorrow Wave 3 of the DLC comes out. This game released on what, again, January 20th? This is the fastest I've ever seen a DLC roll out for a game. So the game has been out for like a month and a half now, if I'm not going crazy, right? So January 20th, yeah, a month and a half. I'm not going crazy here. And Wave 3 of DLC is coming out tomorrow. It's like, huh? Yeah, what? I realize that most people have, beaten the game by now, but, I've got a bazillion game projects going on around here, so I'm a little bit behind on things. I still haven't even beaten the main game yet. I still haven't even beaten the last DLC. So that was my plan for today, was let's go finally beat that Soren map. So if I want to have the last DLC done before the new DLC comes out, that means that I gotta beat Soren's map today. So, that's slightly painful. So we shall see here. The DLC schedule does not let you rest. That's sure what it feels like. And thinking that might be early April. It might well be if they keep on doing it like one a month there. But it makes me really believe that, they probably did have Engage finished for a while, but they were probably just trying to space out their releases a little bit more after, the release of Three Hopes. Give some people a little bit of time to wrap that up, which I appreciate. I haven't really done much since the last time we played this. I did do a little bit of forging. And that was done during the Blazing Blade series. So anyone that's tuning into, this as just the Fire Emblem Engage series, that little prologue that we did in Blazing Blade, I used auto hotkey to auto grind Nils up, since a paralogue later on needs him to be at a certain level anyway. So I was like, oh, let's just grind him all the way up. And because I was just sitting around waiting while the auto hotkey did its thing, I refined some weapons in the meantime. I don't remember exactly which ones I refined, but there, did some basic upgrades around. I have 0 steel now. I have 2 silver. That's at a +4 now. I believe that got upgraded to +2. So some weapon upgrades have gone around. I've upgraded some thingamabobs. Hello, Chaos. I'm doing pretty alrighty. Just going kind of crazy with the game schedule here. I haven't even had time to commit to like the Scarlet Violet video essay for a little while now, just because of how crazy things are around here. But anyway, part of me is kind of glad that the DLC is coming out as soon as it is, because once the final characters of Chrom Robin and Veronica are out tomorrow, I'll have all the info, like unless there's new characters that get added by the next DLC or new emblems, which I don't think, like if there's new characters, then fine, I'll add it to the units page. But if there's new emblems, I don't think that, unless there's new emblems, which I don't think there will be, I don't think I'll need to add anything to like my planned builds for any characters. So I'll know like all the, oh yeah, so there will be like some additional allies there, but that might just be within the side story. It might not be within the main game. We'll see how it happens. But in that case, I can just add it to the units page on my sheet. But in terms of emblems, that should be finished off tomorrow and mean that I'll know like all the emblem skills, all the equipable emblems, what stat bonuses they give, what their skills are, and all that fun stuff. I'll have all the information, and I should be able to finish off like my planned builds for everyone across the sheet once I have enough time. So, part of me is kind of glad for that, instead of it being a situation where it's like, oh, here's all these plans I made for main game kind of stuff, but then the DLC releases like half a year later, and it's like, oh, time to completely change my plans, So, like, I am kind of glad that I'll have all the information at my disposal. So, I invested a decent bit in my weapons that I know for sure I'll continue on using and stuff, but I still haven't done any additional engraving. The only engraving that I did was on shielding art here with Micaiah's thingamabob, which decreases physical attack by like 3 or something like that. But it increases your avoid by 40 and your dodge by 20. Like, Micaiah's thingamabob is just the best for avoidance. So I figure, hey, if this is what I equip when I want to go defensive, then let's just, you know, play into that and reduce damage by as much as I can by having us avoid a decent bit of things. So that's only engraving I did there. I'm gonna wait and see what kind of engraving bonuses are granted by Chrom Robin as well as Veronica. The emblem rings that I have on right now, yeah, you can't use that. Hold on. So Soren's paralogue, how much, yeah, so that's gonna be one of the new ones. Where was Soren's one again? It was, gosh dang, it's gonna be my last guess. Oh, it's up here in that case. I guess I'll see how many units I can take in and then base my rings off of that is what I'll most likely do here. Because yeah, at this point in the in our adventure, we've seen this before because I've done like failed attempts here, so I'll just skip it this time. At this point in our story, we're not going to be continuing with the main story for a little while. That fact remains true, at least after the last stream. Because we, first of all, gotta do this DLC, finish this off, then do the DLC that's releasing tomorrow. And then also go around doing paralogues to raise up our potential bond levels and just get more experience. I still have not done a single skirmish, and I still want to see if I can get through this without using any skirmishes, you know? Yeah, I definitely have experience to know that, so I also know what to expect. So I know what's going on here. So in terms of a unit selection, yeah, I can go all the way up to Anna. I am thinking that once we start doing some paralogues and such, that I might actually start trying to build like my crazy crit Linden, because it does sound really silly to me. But I know that I'm gonna need to pull out all the stops for this battle here. So I may, should I just keep Lucina on in that case? I might just, hold on. Does Soren have 3 health bars? The answer, he has 4! Yeah, I'm pulling out all the stops in that case. I'm just gonna keep Lucina on because she's like my best emblem that I have here right now. Or, unless I wanted to put Corn on my unit. In which case, I can use Dragon Vein stuff of whatever Dragon Vein effect I want, and I can get rid of the smoke that way. And that might actually be pretty smart. You know, I think I might just give it a go in that case.
In you.
Yeah, I'm only at bond level 1 here, but you know, we'll build it up fast. We'll get you maxed out if we beat this map here. We'll get you maxed up to 5 or whatever the heck. There. So Anna is going to want Micaiah.
Micaiah! I can do this.
Will be the case. Which does mean that I am gonna need to tinker around with your inventory a little bit here. Will be the case. Yeah, I know that there's the flyers that are gonna be really annoying to deal with, so... Also, I'm thinking that if I do make crazy axe crit Linden in Mage Knight, that he might actually want Noah Tune, potentially, because one of the skills that I want to give him is Wrath from Ike, which means, you know, less health you have, the more crit you have, up to like 30 hit points down. And this axe gives +1 movement when you have 40% HP or less at the start of the turn, which typically I wouldn't want my other units to have. So that means that potentially down the line, if I do make Axe Mage crit crazy Linden, that he might actually want that, because then it's just like a free +1 to movement, you know? So, why not? For now, you could hold on to that. I'm sure any character would be OP when wielding that. I have no doubt there. I'm sure we can take that for now. Yeah, so you can work on finishing that off. I'll give Lynn to Alchrist later on, but I may as well, you know, have you finish that off for now. In terms of emblem rings, hold on. You're gonna want something else. Hold on. Let's see here. Do our other ones look good? Yeah, so we could probably finish off Roy. We're gonna have Holdout there. Alfred and Hector's probably pretty good. I should probably just use Bond Fragments to finish that off to 10 and give Ivy someone. Oh yeah, can I, cause we got Celica last time, so.
Celica, yes.
Wait. Yeah, you're at rank 10 with Corn. How much, wait. Can I check how much SP you have? 2,000. Wait. How much is Draconic Hex? And my spreadsheet is on my other window here, so I need to check here. I might be going for some things that play into surviving along with soul, because the fact that holdout +++ makes it so that he can survive at 1 HP as long as he has 2 HP or more, and he can proc soul to you know, get some HP back, is I'm most likely if you're asking if I'm basing it off of what you did, the answer is no. Generally what I'd be going for with that is I might well be putting on strength dex +5 for both extra strength and a 5% extra chance to activate soul, because his dexterity is naturally pretty low in his unique class there. But I might potentially be playing into some things that, you know, increases survivability, like holdout +++, like that's one that I'll definitely want, and just chances to proc soul and then therefore be able to activate holdout +++, you know, is the case. So either like Vantage or strength dex +5. Because holdout +++ is just at the start of combat, it does mean that Vantage might not matter all that much, because, you know, if he's at 1 HP, uses Vantage, proc soul, and then he gets a few HP back, he can still die because holdout +++ is only like at the start of combat. So it might not be too important there. So I'll probably be doing like holdout and strength dex, most likely. Depends on if he like already syncs with like holdout +++. We shall see here. Yeah, that would be like something that I wouldn't be doing for a good while anyway. Hold on, let me look at my skills here and see if I can do the Ivy thing that I wanted to do. So Corrin, yeah, 2,000. I can afford it. In which case, I'm actually gonna back out and I'm gonna do that. Is what I think I'm going to do. Because that would probably be pretty good there. My, oh my. Also, Jono Giant Ray with a party of 5. I don't know why my chat is bugged out. Whenever someone raids me for like the past several days, it always shows up $Nan, total raise so far for ! Nan more days to show support. Cheer and include dot. Learn more at, and then like nothing there. It's so strange. I don't know why it shows up for me there. But I appreciate the raid there, Johnny. How do your stream to stream go? I think I saw from a YouTube community post this morning that you were hopping into some Metroid. Am I losing my mind? Correct me if I'm wrong. But how did the stream to stream go? And I just beat that the other day here, and forgive like gross Skyward Sword HD being in there. It's because I was comparing that after we finished Metroid Prime Remaster, being like, this is gross remaster, Metroid Prime is good remaster, you know. It's the way that I was looking at it there. I need to go to the ring chamber, I'm fairly certain. Okay, gotcha there. Metroid Prime Remaster, Pokemon Unite, and Smash. Gotcha them. Well, I hope that went well there. I was on for almost 7 hours. That's quite a decent bit of a stream. Sounds like me when I go ham on games like Engage. I'm not gonna do that today, I don't think. But some days I do go a little bit crazy. Yeah, I want this. That's the thing that I want. Sweet. Turned weird for you? Uh-oh. Hopefully my audio is a-okay overall. I've been having weird issues with my headphones, and the weird issues with my headphones seem to extend to making OBS weird sometimes. So if the audio stays weird, let me know and I'll see what I can do about fixing it. Because yeah, that is not great there. Hold on, manage skills, and then Draconic X. Yes! Okay, and then we do this, and now we go to Divine Paralogues, and now we do the thingamabob. Okay, that's good. That's good that, you know, OBS isn't breaking in that case. But anyway, have you beaten Metroid Prime Remastered yet? Or did I manage to zoom ahead of you? Did I manage to win in, like, the non-existent race? Let's begin the chapter here. It's weird again? Uh-oh. Well, hopefully it's not for anyone else. Hopefully it's all a-okay there. The Radiant Strategist. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that the stream went well. I appreciate the raid, and I appreciate the heads up there, Mortis, so hopefully things are fine on my end. In some interesting recent news, when we played Scarlet and Violet a little while back, I was like, oh, that means I'm done with like Scarlet Violet now. I've showcased the multiplayer, and now I'm done with this game. I even went and did the Legendary Stakes layer, and I was like, oh, I'm done. And then they revealed the freaking Suicune Velociraptor and Verizon robot, and I was like, oh, I gotta come back for one more sitting. So I gotta do that at some point, so that's slightly disheartening news to me. But something's happening with your computer, apparently. Just outplayed. What can I say? Just outskilled by the computer there. Anyway, yeah, in terms of emblem rings here, the reason why I want to do this build, I don't know if I've gone through this build on my spreadsheet yet, just in case I haven't. Here's something really spicy. So one of Celica's abilities here is Echo. Used to attack with magic at 50% damage, use a second time to launch another 50% attack. So at 50% power, you can attack like twice, and you can attack 2 different targets. Now, Ivy is a mage flyer, one of only 2 in the game, you know, the other one being Hortensia. And she's the one focused on offense with, you know, S in tomes and B in stabs, whereas it's the other way around for Hortensia, who's more based around support. So as a mage flyer, you know, she can get around to basically wherever she needs to go with that insane movement ability, and can use Celica's Echo ability. Now, I want to combine that with Draconic Hex, because this was a skill that was really, really OP in Fire Emblem Fates. It, you know, it's gotten nerfed since then, but the way that it worked in Fire Emblem Fates, and it was also exclusive to Corrin and Corrin's kid in slash kids in Fire Emblem Fates, where after combat with some enemy unit, it would decrease all their basic stats by -4. They nerfed it in this game by having it only be when unit initiates combat, which means that you can't do it on enemy phase to have, you know, a bunch of enemy units surround some wall of yours, all attack them in combat, and then you all now have this massive clump of enemies that all have -4 to their stats. It can only be on player phase, which means that per Draconic Hex user, you can typically only have, like, them inflict Draconic Hex onto one enemy. Echo, oh, come on. God, here we go. Echo makes that too. Echo gives the ability for this flying mage user to get, like, wherever the heck she wants to get to essentially inflict death onto 2 enemies in the same turn, to mark them for death, to make them insanely easy pickings for my other units. So that seemed really spicy there, and it makes me kind of happy that I could put on Draconic Hex, and I'm thinking that Ivy and Celica is going to be my go-to for where I'm equipping Celica for that reason. Celica does have some other things that would be nice to give to, you know, other units. Like, for example, she's probably most geared towards giving to Saline by default, just because she boosts both strength and magic, and Ivy can't make use of that strength, but a unit like Saline that is a mix would be able to make use of both the strength and magic increases. But being able to Echo Draconic Hex on a flying unit that can get basically wherever, that prospect is a little bit too tempting for me. So yeah, there's that. It's the first time Jai showed up for the college course on Fire Emblem. It's a really fun class, honestly. What the fact that I go in depth with like crazy stat stuff here. Yeah, Jai, I don't know if you're into Fire Emblem all that much there, but I kind of go crazy with trying to make crazy builds around here and stuff like that. Would Sigurd here be pretty alright, or do I want to give that elsewhere? Yeah, that's probably good. I'm gonna want to switch you away. Now I can probably, oh, you're maxed there. So I do want to have a mix of like good things along with things that actually quite help me out here. Hold on, I'll figure out something for you in a hot second. Saline and Tiki, I can probably keep on doing that. I would give Tiki to the little munchkin, but since I'm going all out, I feel like Micaiah would probably be the best there. On a support unit like Hortensia, I would go Byleth, but you're already maxed out with Byleth, so I'd rather something that helps us out. There could always be, could always use like the Gambits here, and that could always be good for support. In fact, so maybe I'll just do that for something simple for now. Alchrist here. I mean, he might not mind the rivals either. He is currently at 10. He's working at them. He does now have Luna unlocked, which is pretty nice. And I would get Fail Not as my engage weapon here. And that's 2 to 3 range. That could potentially be pretty handy, especially with how plagued with flyers I know this map is. Yeah, so that's just a free additional backup unit if I bring Lucina on somebody. So I mean, if I do something like that,
Lucina.
Together.
Then that means that Seedall can participate in chain attacks for free, you know? So I may as well do something like that, and then I have access to the all for one. Erica's thingamabob might be really handy. Leaf's probably not too important. But Erica being able to do big damage with Twin Strike could be really important there. I'm gonna need to give someone else to you. Could always do Ike. I don't know how much I would want your skills there in the long run. Leaf would give us access to things like Vantage. I don't know how important that would be here, but
Sir Leaf.
To battle.
Sure, let's do that. What I'm a little bit conflicted on is if I want Erica on somebody, you know? And where I'd be able to slot that in. Maybe with Tamara, but then I'd want to give Sigurd to someone else. What is your rank on Sigurd?
Sir Sigurd.
That could actually work then, if I do something like this.
I'm honored.
But then should I use Bond Fragments to get you up to, you know, 5 just because that's like the super easy one to, whatever. Whatever, I guess. All right, so if we do something like that, I think our inventory should be good, especially after the forging that I did that spent all my materials during that last weekend stream there. It does mean that I need to get rid of this, and then I can access my elixirs from the convoy at whatever point. But just in case a unit can't get to my unit, but can get to Seedal, sure, I'm gonna take that one there. Emergency source of trading elixirs, if that's what it comes down to. Yeah, I think our inventory's probably pretty good here. Is there anything spicier than Iron Dagger that I want? In terms of swords, I don't think there's going to be any dragon units on this map, is there? I mean, there are... Wait, no, there's some... Yeah, there's some there, technically. Because I don't know how... Yeah, and there's a few on the left there. I don't know how much use I'm going to be getting out of the Iron Dagger. So I may as well do something like that. You love this game? Nice. So when playing some Engage Yourself, mayhap? Yoink, I will take that. Might not be loving it on this difficulty mode, considering I'm sure not. Well, sort of am, but like, sort of not. I look at the difficulty mode here, I'm just like, I hate this. I sort of like it, but I also hate it at the same time. Yeah, I should probably... I don't think I'm gonna need Entrap here. I only have like 2 uses there, so I'm gonna conserve those. But yeah, I've been watching your partner play it. You played 3 houses, but this one seems so much better. Yeah, that's how I feel about that whole situation. 3 houses was such a mixed bag for me. I was not a big fan of. But the 3 houses did a lot of things really right and a lot of things really wrong. Like, it's as good as it is bad to me. Like, it's honestly like a 50-50. And he's playing on Maddening. Oh boy, so he's suffering as well. So suffering through absolute pain too in that case. Hello, Fiddler FM. Hope things are going well today. This game has almost perfect gameplay. Keyword is almost. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it thus far. And I do like how, you know, in 3 houses, the difficulty felt like here's a whole bunch of random BS throwing at you. I hope that you can figure it out. Not as much as something like Awakening Lunatic Plus, but you know, still decently up there. This feels like a lot more handcrafted BS. It's still quite a decent bit of BS, but it feels like, you know, the developers aren't just throwing random crap at you and figure it out. Like it feels like they went into the science lab and crafted the perfect amount of BS that they figured that players could deal with. And my goodness, it's painful sometimes, but they did do a good job of it. I do have to give them that. I'm thinking that I learned from last time that I'm fairly certain I'm gonna have to progress down the right flank here, because if I go down the left, then I'd be, you know, aggroing both sides of these guys at the same time, because there's no tile that I can go on that aggroes one side but not the other, which does mean that I'm gonna have to go down this side. I'm fairly certain. So I'll, you know, bait out these initial guys and then, you know, see what I can do from there or something or other. I don't know. I'll figure it out here. So I'm going to go ahead and save and give it a go here. Think through houses trends towards positive, with exploration segments and lack of creativity in the maps makes you like Engage better. I just dislike the 3 houses mostly for the replayability. I have one of, if not the longest, 3 houses series on YouTube, having done all 4 of the routes fully through. I have 305 parts, averaging about an hour each. And I just found out last week that apparently early on, I accidentally lost one of those streams to the void. So had everything been documented there, it would have actually been even longer. So oops. Over the course of exactly 69 different streams, over the course of, what was it, 3 years, 2 years that I was doing it. And, you know, the first 12 chapters are the exact same across every single route. But then the latter 10 chapters if it's Blue Lions or Golden Deer, 8 chapters if you're doing Black Eagles against Edelgard, and 6 chapters if you're going with Edelgard is different. Slightly. There's not too much difference between the routes as you'd hope there'd be. But that means that in this 70-hour JRPG, the first 30 to 50 hours are the exact same 4 times, potentially 3 depending on where you save, just for a different 20 to 30 hours afterwards. And it's like pain, but I ain't death yet. Still catching up on YouTube. I'm not doing an Iron Man run. I am resetting is the case, but you know, in which case I would have had a death in what, like chapter 2 or chapter 1, because there was a prologue there, because you know, crazy Lumera Sigurd things. I've had a decent few resets. I've had a decent few resets in this map that I haven't even attempted in a little while, that I gave up on, and I was like, oh, I'll come back to it later. But then it was announced that the next DLC is coming out tomorrow, and it's like, oh, I gotta wrap up this DLC, so here I am.
Ciao.
No, not night and day. Yeah, so we can go ahead and do that. So yeah, I think I've lost this map twice already. Yeah, so we can go here, and you can't get to that tile. So we can go ahead and equip our sword here. There's a lot we can do, but yeah, welcome on in.
I will do what I must.
I do love the music.
Me?
But yeah, we're gonna get ready to do things on the right side here is what I'm thinking, you know.
Anything.
That's my plan.
Any customers?
Yeah, sure.
Mysterious.
Sure, it's free experience. Oh, I guess I could have chain guarded someone. Also, one thing that I realized recently that would be really cool is giving renewal, or whoever the heck grants renewal or whatever the heck, to someone that you're chain guarding with, because that means that you can chain guard every turn without having to worry about healing, because the renewal would heal you, you know. Oh yeah, and I usually use this layout for when we're in battle, so that it shows more stuff. All right, so we can always skip that. So those land, and then smoke comes out. And I'm not getting that, I don't think. Like, as nice as it would be, I'm not rushing in there that fast. Slow and steady, don't overexert myself. Oh, wow. Whoa! You thought, though, you thunk it. But you didn't thunk it good enough. Yeah, so now that I know that in Maddening here, the reinforcements are infinite. Like, it might just be a Maddening exclusive thing, because when I was looking it up, I also saw sources saying like, oh, it's just a lot. I do know that I really do need to press forward with some decent speed. Be as aggressive as I can without putting myself in danger. You know, is what I'm gonna have to do. So I'm, with the units coming around the left side, I'm probably gonna need to have like a vanguard force and a rear guard force of some of my better units to deal with enemies that are coming from both sides, you know. So I might have to do. Oh yeah, and I could have gotten bond up for free that last turn. Yeah, the smoke, I know how it works. Because yeah, as a dragon unit, I should be able to use any one of the dragon vein. Yep, I could use any one here. Stone pillars that increase defense res. Water that decreases avoidance. Yeah, so I could have done that last turn. Yeah, and then there's the fog. Create vines that grant immunity to break. Healing glow that restores HP. Flames that inflict damage, and ice pillars that hinder movement. These should come in very handy, I would imagine. So I'm gonna have Saline deal with this guy here. Almost deal with this guy.
I'll help.
Dang. Oh, Ignis! Oh, and a 6% crit!
All flowers eventually.
Okay, she will deal with that guy successfully then. Okay. Pure water. It'll be in the convoy if I end up needing it. You can get broken here, but that's fine. I'm sure it'll be a-okay. So if we attack here, please land. That would be amazing. I would really hate this if it missed. Oh, sandstorm! Oh, sweet. All right, this is the best timeline. Yeah, so it just makes it to that range. So let's see here. Someone that may want some bond level there to finish you off. I guess we can just go ahead and do this. But yeah, still wondering what the hell the theme is gonna be for Veronica's paralogue. You're gonna have to pull out your credit card if you want to win, is what the theme is gonna be. And you have to re-roll until you until you get good enough RNG in the gacha system. Is what her theme is gonna be. I can't wait. Okay, and then yeah, I might just go ahead and try, yeah, do this, increase defense res. Interesting. Does it screws a little bit with movement, it seems like. Let's see here. But yeah, can't wait to pull Peach Camilla when using the Emblem skill. Yeah, that's also gotta be part of the theme. I have no doubt there. Because then we can go here and even heal up a little bit with the Munchkin. Okay, I don't think there's anyone that I want eating enemy phase damage there. I mean, I could always have Celica, Saline eat it, not really care too much, and then, you know, immediately attack Mr. Dudo there. Is what we could do. Alright. Let's see here. This away we go. Alright, yeah, we're going around the right side. I don't need to see the that. I already know what happens there. Those guys are going to be making their way out. Oh no, I'm borked. I guess I could have done the things that give immunity to break, but yeah, I figured you might hit pretty hard, so it was pretty good that I healed with the Munchkin there, and I put up those stone pillars. Or else I guess I wouldn't have lived that. Wow. That's kind of scary how hard they hit. That's kind of really scary, actually, as a matter of fact. My god. Alright, yeah, pass your heals around and stuff. No. Darn you. Alright, yeah, a bunch of them are coming. Okay. It's nice that I can actually hold A and make it go by faster here. Couldn't do that in a Blazing Blade. I think you can while they're moving, but not in combat. I think, I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, so as smoke comes down over here, I'll use other units to deal with that. Yeah, I'm gonna need to bring someone else over here to finish dealing with this guy. Unless we activate Ignis. Nope, not this time. That's fine. That's fine. It's not that big a deal. Can I just, like... No. I wouldn't really want you eating that, though. Well, crap, man. Well, crud. Yeah. I mean, I can do a dance play. That's what I can do. You have pretty decent res, so... I'm gonna do something silly, I think. Wait. No, you don't have good defense. I'm not gonna do something silly. I'm not gonna trade the Radiant Bow. I changed my mind. Look, I can be out of range of that guy there. Hortensia has good res. This is fine. This is fine. She can clean it up. There we go. That mage can attack, but if that mage does, it's perfectly a-okay. Meanwhile, over here. Meanwhile. Yeah, be a little bit worried about that range there. Can always be something good to munch. Look how crazy Ivy is. And free damage with resonance. Well, almost free. Take some slight damage for it. Yeah. So we can go ahead and do that. And then over here, we may as well do this. I guess I could have used Ivy to take out this top guy and then dance for her. But my other units should be able to deal with this a-okay. Oh, nice crit. That works. That works pretty a-okay. Don't have to worry about your range. I will need to worry about baiting out these guys. Maybe I should have actually done a dance thing to have Ivy there. Your res is not very good. Your res is good. So we can always do something like this, and it'd be fine if you eat and attack by that mage. Should be a-okay. You're not gonna go for him anyway, so who cares?
I'll be okay.
Yeah, let's see here. And then we can go ahead and do this. Heal up a smidge. And we'll heal up an extra smidge from here. Like this. Not a whole lot of experience, but that's fine. Do that. And then is there anything that I want to do here? I guess we can top off that health by doing this. Is what we can do. Like that. I mean, I'm sure about that for all the maps. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, so that happens. Not too worried about that. Yeah, those guys are making their way out. Ow. I guess it didn't really matter what bow I equipped then. Not too particularly. Yeah, so they're coming down here. Yeah, now that guy's baited out a decent bit closer and still hits really hard. But hey. Bogado can successfully live. In Fire Emblem, if you live the turn, you're fine. You know? Wow. But we're living, so whatever. My god. I'm probably gonna have to send in more units there for backup in that case. Or just form like a really good wall. Because yeah, that's a bit tricky. I'm just now noticing the middle flyers of those groups have an extra health bar. Ah. Because yeah, I kind of feel like I probably got to do this. This is what we can do. Yeah. Like that. And then I'm probably gonna need to magic wall there. And this is where things get a little bit weird. I wonder though. 32 would kind of suck. But we can take it, I think, here. I was kind of hoping that it would miss, but it's fine.
Ooh, I just spotted a rare bug.
It would be nice if we had Cancer Plus as well, so I could move 3 tiles, but you know, that's fine too. So. I didn't screw myself by doing that, did I? I hope not. So I just wonder here. Because I'd be in the range of the flyer there is the unfortunate situation. I don't know if I'm quite ready to bait out the flyer yet. I don't even have any men's in the convoy. Oh. Well, whatever, I guess. You can probably eat a magic hit, right? Probably, I hope. Here's hoping there. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, I need to drastically rethink how I do that. I mean, I guess I could have danced for my unit and put something up there. This is what I could have done.
No problem.
I might need to have my unit give some support over on the left side. This is what I may just have to do. Neat, well, we can serve as staff use.
If I can, I shall.
Oh, I should have moved with saline first. That's what I should have done. Oops. That's not great. Yeah, oops. How much damage do I take from that again? 27. I don't know if she'd be able to move into the tile if I do that. But, if I went, say, here. Okay, well. Temporary measure. Let's see here. Let me do that. Now then. Okay, so you can get to that one tile. Maybe we'll just chill here for now. Hopefully that's a-okay. Fingers crossed. I might have screwed myself. There is a chance. Okay. But hopefully we're fine here. Just worried about that mage. Yeah, we can eat one. Oh, we don't even need to. Cool. All right, we live another turn. Really? Huh. Well. Myself in such a weird situation there. So Ivy gets doubled. I did not think that Ivy would get doubled. I didn't check, but I wouldn't have guessed it, you know?